Okay, it's one thing that I wanted to show you guys about creating Pear Deck slides or presentations. So one thing that I have changed is the way that I'm adding content from the actual envisions math curriculum that we use in the district. So for I'm just going to run through a little bit of the slide just to show you. Okay, so for the video that I have here, I basically did, let me see if it's going to let me play the guided practice. No, it's not going to let me play it. But this video is basically the solve and share and the guided practice. So I kept this the same and just changed the question. Now, this is something different that I'm going to be utilizing a little more. So in the guided practice, there was two questions. And one of the questions I actually did in the video as an example. And then after I finished it, I said I'm going to leave number two for you to do. So what I actually did was just snip. I used the snipping tool right here, and I snipped it out of the Envisions Math curriculum. I copied it, and then I came into here and pasted. Now, one important feature that you'll see is that students draw anywhere on this slide. And this saved me a lot of time because the previous Pear Decks that I was creating, I was actually typing in the questions and typing in the answers. So students had multiple choice and could pick. But this way, it just made it so much more easier for me. So there's something that you really need to know. If you want to change like a multiple choice slide, all you have to do, if you want to change it into a drawing slide, all you have to do is go in the Pear Deck and just click draw. But you have to highlight the slide on the left hand corner right here. So as you can see, the third slide is highlighted. If I wanted to change it back to multiple choice, I just click choice right here where it says ask students a question. I would just click one of these, but I want to keep it at draw, so I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave that up, but I'm going to go to slide number 4. It's the same thing with slide number 4. I turned this into a drawing slide, and then I copied and pasted the vocabulary worksheet, which I think is really important, and I want to include it in the lessons because I want to make sure I'm talking and focusing more on the vocabulary because I'm adding on from previous lessons. I don't want students to kind of forget. So this way it's just reinforcing inches, feet, and yards as the vocabulary for this lesson. And then I kept this one the same. I didn't really change this, so I don't need to talk about that. But I want to talk about I want to talk about this one. So this one was actually an assessment question inside of the independent practice in the Envisions Interactive Student Edition that I did talk about in a previous video. So I copied it and snipped it and I put it in here. Now, one thing you need to know is the students are going to, I left this one as multiple choice. And the reason that I did leave this one as a multiple choice question was because to the students, it's not going to change. So what they're going to see in their Pear Deck slide is option A, option B, option C, or option D. So they can just choose whichever option. So I didn't need to make it a drawing slide. I just kept it as a multiple choice slide. Now I can't do that for everyone because everyone is not multiple choice. Let's look at this one, for example. For this one, I just typed it in, but I didn't have to do that, but I wanted it to be vertical. I didn't want it to be horizontal like it is in the snip. I wanted students to see it like that, vertically, A, B, C, and D. And really quick before this video ends, as you can see, this one is the same, but I have a dot for this one. So instead of making this one multiple choice, students drag the dot icon. So they'll just drag the dot to whatever choice